welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Emily and I will be participating in the 2023 Fall Disney College Program. What this means is I will be moving to Florida, yes, the state of Florida, in the Orlando area in order to be living on Disney property to be a cast member. But today I just wanted to talk about some of the things that are on my Disney College Program bucket list. If you don't know what that means, basically I'm going to talk about the things that I want to do while I'm on my Disney College Program. I'm going to be there from August 7th until February 1st, 2024. And that means that I'm gonna have a good about 6-month period where I get to do whatever I want at Disney World. So without further ado, let's get into my DCP bucket list. These are not in any particular order, but I do have a number 1 thing that I want to do, and so I'm gonna save that for last. So we're kind of gonna go in least important to most important to me. But again, they're on my bucket list, so they're all important to me. So first things first, this is kind of a not cliche, but something that everyone I feel like does, not necessarily on the Disney College Program, but just at Disney World in general, is I want to try the corn dog nuggets and plastic cheese sauce from Casey's Corner on Main Street. It's something I do want to try, and I actually want to eat it on the hub grass, of course, because at Disneyland we don't have a hub grass, and if you can't tell by now, I am a Disneyland local. I grew up in California, and so I really want to experience what it's like to just like sit on the ground and enjoy the environment in front of the castle. My next one is a maybe. I'm not sure if I'm going to do this because I'm kind of a hater of trends. The next thing on my list is possibly buy a new emo. Now, I don't feel like I need a new emo, but I think it might be a fun thing to have with me throughout the entirety of my program because it's very much a Disney World thing to have your Numo attached to your bag and things like that. But at the same time, I don't really want to give in to this little addiction that people have just because, one, Numos cost $20. You heard me right, those things are $20. In addition to that, they have outfits and Loungeflies, and like I just feel like it might be an unhealthy addiction that I might get into when it comes to spending money. But I also kind of really want to, so you'll have to stay tuned if I end up doing that. Yeah, I just wanted to mention it as a possibility of something that I kind of want to do, but I'm not going to do it unless I get like a really good deal, like if I find one at Cast Connections. So kind of speaking about the same thing that I just said, the next thing on my list is I want to visit Cast Connections and I want to visit Disney's Character Warehouse in Florida. Now, if you don't know what Cast Connections is, it's an exclusive cast member store warehouse type situation where either overstock or things that are no longer being sold or things that might have things wrong with them, all of that type of stuff goes to Cast Connections. And basically the only way you can get in is if you have a blue ID, but I've seen that they have furniture from the hotels, like stuff that they don't normally sell. I know they have food there. This one girl I've seen on TikTok always buys a Star Wars water from there, like from Galaxy's Edge, and so they just have a ton of stuff from the parks. Anything that's Disney related they might have at Cast Connections, and it's significantly discounted, and then you also get a 10% discount on top of it, I believe. Don't quote me on the numbers, but I really want to go to this store. It seems really fun. And then Disney's Character Warehouse is a public store that's kind of like an outlet store, but like more significantly discounted than like just a normal Disney outlet. And so I really want to check that out as well. Okay, so this is kind of where it gets a little more park related, and I'm really excited to talk about the next few things. So the next thing on my list is I want to do every single thing in Animal Kingdom in one day. Now, you may be thinking, Emily, you're crazy. Yes, I am. Animal Kingdom is one of my favorite parks in the entire world, but I love Animal Kingdom so much and I've never been able to give it the attention that I feel that it deserves. And so I feel like if I try to do every single thing in one day, I'll be able to take my time. Animal Kingdom is definitely a park that I feel like doesn't take the full day to experience. And so because of that, I want to figure out the most strategic way to get through all the rides by like noon, and then I want to spend the rest of the day just exploring and looking at the different shows or different stores and finding details of the restaurants and stuff like that. I think it would be really cool to do all of that stuff. The next thing that's on my list is I really want to watch Happily Ever After. I have never seen Happily Ever After. I've been to Disney World 5 times now, and I've never seen it because every time I've been were all before Happily Ever After existed, and then the 2 times that I've been after that, Happily Ever After was already gone and was not coming back at that time. So I'm really happy that they brought Happily Ever After back this past April, and I'm gonna get the opportunity to watch it and cry. If you don't know me, one of my key I feel like personality traits at this point is Wondrous Journeys at Disneyland. I love that show so much. It is my favorite fireworks show I've ever watched in my entire life. I have it memorized. All of my friends can attest to this, that I've watched the YouTube video of it a million times. I've seen it in person a ton of times. I love that show so much, and for everyone to say that that's Disneyland's version of Happily Ever After, it makes me so excited to see that original Happily Ever After at Magic Kingdom. So obviously that is on my list. The next thing is actually at a restaurant. I really want to do the bread service at Sanaa. If you don't know what Sanaa is, it's a table service restaurant, I believe at Animal Kingdom Lodge. I have not spent a ton of time at Animal Kingdom Lodge, but I have ate at Boma, which was lovely. I remember it being really good, but that was also in 2016, so I don't have an accurate memory of it. I've heard nothing but good things about the bread service at Sanaa, which is a different restaurant in that hotel, and so I really want to do it. Plus I love bread, and I love things that you put on bread. So my next thing is kind of similar to Animal Kingdom, the one where I want to like do everything in Animal Kingdom. I want to see every single detail of every country in Epcot. Now if you don't know, Epcot has 11 countries in the World Showcase, which means that there are 11 different countries that I want to explore throughout my program. It probably will make more sense to do like a couple per day because they're not like a full day type of thing. But I will definitely be filming all of that, so stay tuned to see how I end up doing it. But I want to give each of the countries the love that they deserve, and I want to give them as much of my attention as I can because they are such amazing elements of Epcot, and it's one of the reasons it's like up in my top favorite parks. So I'm really excited to have time to just explore Epcot's World Showcase and show you guys all the different details that you might have missed. My next one's a little silly. Anyway, I walked in May, and so I'm technically graduating on June 30th this summer, which is next Friday, actually. That's crazy. I'm gonna have a bachelor's in marketing management. Irrelevant, doesn't matter. I'm doing the Disney College program after I graduated, so I'm not gonna have any actual homework to do, but I really want to do some sort of work at the Riviera's like coffee shop. I don't remember what it's called. I'll put the name here. And because I do make YouTube content and Instagram content and stuff, I thought it might be really fun to go there and work in that sense in the coffee shop and try some other different lattes and things. I've heard nothing but good things about that coffee shop in particular, and so something on my bucket list is just to go edit some videos in the Riviera. The next thing on my bucket list, I don't know why it's ranked so high because I feel like these other things are like more strongly on things I want to do, but it is, so this is number 4. But I really want to go to Disney Springs and watch a movie at the AMC there. The AMC looks really fancy. The AMC at Disney Springs just looks really fun, and I think the photo op of like the little red carpet or like the carpet for whatever movie's coming out is really cool. And so I think it would be fun to go see like a movie that I'm excited about. I haven't decided which one because I honestly have to look at the release dates of things before I decide which one I want to go see for sure. But yeah, going to AMC, watching a movie, I think that would be so much fun, and just kind of taking in all of the different vibes of it being at Disney too, because I've never watched a movie on Disney property. Number 3 on my list is actually really fun. I have never been to Gideon's in Disney Springs, and this isn't because I haven't been there since it's existed, because I have been there since it has existed. However, I just don't really have a desire to eat a half-pound cookie. I'm not a huge sweets person though, but I do actually really love iced coffee. And so I really want to go to Gideon's and try their peanut butter cold brew. I love peanut butter more than I can explain. It's one of my favorite things in the whole world. And so I really want to try their peanut butter cold brew because peanut butter and coffee, I feel like it's a match made in heaven. Like, that sounds beautiful. And so I do want to go to Gideon's to try their iced coffee, not necessarily to try their cookie. Will I get a cookie? Potentially. Haven't decided yet, but I'm definitely getting that coffee. Second on my list is the super cliche, everybody does this on their Disney College program, 4 parks in one day. What this means is that, if you're not familiar, Walt Disney World has 4 parks: Animal Kingdom, Epcot, Magic Kingdom, and Disney's Hollywood Studios. And then they also have 2 water parks, but for some reason people don't count those, so we're just gonna throw those aside for a minute. Pretend they don't exist. So basically what the task is, it's like a challenge where you go to all 4 of the Walt Disney World parks all in one day. It's not just to enter the park and then leave, because I feel like that would be relatively simple, but the task is usually to go ride a ride and get a snack in every single park. I've never actually park hopped at Disney World at all ever before because my family never buys park hopper tickets. So I really want to do that, and at some point I will. Of course I'll vlog it. I'll also probably make a TikTok about it, so you'll hear about the very cliche task that is doing 4 parks in one day. Okay, last but not least, so far on my bucket list, this is my number 1 thing that I want to do, but I've never seen anyone on the Disney College program do this, And my number one thing that I want to do, drumroll please, is I want to visit every single Walt Disney World resort at some point during my Disney College program. Do I want to do this all in one day? No. I am somebody who likes to take my time and look around and look at details and find out really cool facts about things and just really take in the ambiance of each place. While I'm not going to visit all of the hotels in one day, I'm going to try to visit all of the resorts at least once before the end of my program. This is super achievable, I think. There's, I believe, 21 resorts, there might be more. I want to visit every single one, and I'm actually creating a stipulation for myself that for it to count, I have to get a snack and do an activity. If it's roasting a marshmallow, or if it's swimming, if I end up staying at one of the hotels, any of those types of things, I want to do some sort of activity that is exclusive to that hotel, and I'm gonna record all of it for you. And alright, that wraps up everything that's on my bucket list for the Disney College program. I'm so excited to bring all of you along with me for my journey. I'm gonna do my best to stay up with filming things and editing and uploading and all of that stuff. If you want to see more content from me in between these YouTube videos, you can follow me on Instagram or you can follow me on TikTok. They are the same handle actually, and so if you'd like to see that type of content, go ahead and follow me there. I'd love to see you all there. And then if you have any questions about anything regarding the application process, the after acceptance process, or move-in process, any of that stuff, please reach out. I only have so much information at this current time, but as time moves on, I'll obviously know more, and so feel free to reach out whenever you would like. I'll do my best to respond to you and give you the most accurate information that I possibly can. So stay tuned, I have a ton of video ideas coming up, like at least 50 video ideas to make during my Disney College program. So if you want information about the college program or things to do or really niche things, follow me, subscribe, and I would love for you to stick around throughout my entire journey. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it, and I will see you all next time. Bye!